Hi guys, and welcome back. Today, I'm going back to Colorado uh, for the fact that they labeled a few actual cartel members out in that area as lieutenants, and you know, uh, this is a 29-year-old individual, and if he has that actual title or position or responsibility, that's young. That's young, and he had people around him that actually, you know, gave him advice, or he actually paid attention, or you know, was brought up, for the fact that he was the next one in line. After people started just disappearing or getting arrested, just like a regular military when they go to war, you get rank pretty fast. But for a 29-year-old to have that type of responsibility, to have that type of weight and that type of actual money going through his actual um, team, that to me that's a lot of responsibility, to tell you the truth. And he got 10 and a half years for actual distribution and his possession of with intent to distribute controlled substances, plural. So according to the FBI, he acted as a lieutenant in a drug trafficking organization. It started back in October 19, and he actually got busted February, the actual 2020. And he was actually in charge of large amounts that went through actual Colorado from Mexico. He had actual interstate load runners, he had local couriers, and he had heavyweight buyers. And so he actually coordinated the actual activity of all levels. Uh, 3 times in 1 month, he actually was actually the one to drop off uh, large amounts of quantity of actual meth to a confidential informant of the FBI. And not only that, he also monitored the main highways that led to actual Colorado, and he would actually let the interstate actual load runners let them know exactly what the law enforcement was actually what they were actually conducting by state. So, like I've mentioned in a lot of other videos, counterintelligence is a must for these type of groups. Their counterintelligence is superb and beyond anybody's imagination. They will have the logistics that they need to actually get their product through. And this guy, apparently he had actual real-time reports for these actual load drivers in order for them to actually make it to their destination. And for him, unfortunately, the last load that he was actually directing, they ended up busting the actual vehicle with 53 pounds of actual meth. And that's a big hit for the fact that it's almost to his destination, his load house, but yet, you know, uh, they had that vehicle numbered for the fact that there was a confidential informant actually giving them a lot of valuable and a lot of real time actual information, you know, and he had the logistics to where he had packages being delivered to numerous leasing actual offices. So therefore, that wouldn't be a such a big how do you say a big red flag, because of the fact that if people want to actually receive a package from either FedEx or UPS, they can actually have it dropped to the actual leasing office. They work regular office hours, and it'll be in a secure area. Therefore, it'll be easy to actually track that package down with a with the minimum actual risk. Unfortunately, he got set up. Went to go to the actual leasing office, pick up that package, and that's where they hooked them up. So, but again, there was a confidential informant involved. This kid, 29 years old, with a lot of responsibilities, and from what I've read, he was actually good. And they gave him 10.5 years, no parole. Okay, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.